ॐ यदविद्याविलासेन भूतभौतिकसृष्टयः तन्नौमि परमात्मानं सच्चिदानन्दविग्रहं शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः। In Vedanta Paribhasha, the discussion so far in the last couple of sessions is that Pramata Avachinna Chaitanya, when it becomes one with Prameya Avachinna Chaitanya, through Pramana Avachinna Chaitanya, then Pratyaksha Jnanam takes place. Whenever they discuss any Jnanam, whether it is Pratyaksham or otherwise, in order to understand the Lakshana thoroughly, first they will apply it to Ghata, Pata, Ityadi, because it is the object which is always available. Then that same Lakshana, we will have to test it on Sukha, Dukha, etc. They are also object of knowledge. Then another thing will be Paroksha Vastu, like Parvatiya Vanni, the fire on the mountain, which is known through Anuman Ityadi, whether the Lakshana is going there or not. Then Dharma, Smriti, any recollection, whether there the Lakshana Ati Vyapti is there or not. In this way, your Lakshana, whether it is thoroughly defined or not, you can test it. So whenever such Jnanam topic comes, these 4 or 5 things, if you go through in your own mind, Ghata Patadi Pratyaksha, Sukha Dukhadi Pratyaksha, but not Indriya Pratyaksha, Parvatiya Vanni, etc., Smriti, Dharma, which are not Anumeya directly, you can have Anumanam also, but Dharma, they are known through Shabda Pramana, but they are Paroksha. So then the Lakshana Shuddhi you can get, whether the Lakshana that we have defined is thorough or not. So here Siddhanti gave a Lakshana for Ghata Patadi Jnanam. Then Sukha, Dukha, whether they are considered Pratyaksha or not. So it was said yes, because the Niyama was Ekadesha Sthitam. Upadhi and Upahita Chaitanya both are in Ekadesha. Then the question came about Smriti. Smriti is also in the Ekadesha, but Smriti Vishaya is not Pratyaksha, it is Atita Vishaya. So then, whether the Pratyaksha Lakshana will go there or not, so because the Lakshana was going there, there was Ati Vyapti, so there was some Shuddhi done in the Lakshana. Instead of only Ekadeshasthatvam, Ekakalinatvam was also added, so that there was no Ati Vyapti in Smriti. Up to this we saw. Now further, page number 26, second paragraph in Tika. ननु एवं तरहि भिन्न कालीनयोर एकदेशस्थयोर घटमठयोर भेदकत्वापत्तिः उपधेय अभेद समये उपाद्योः एककालत्व विवक्षायां तु अन्योन्याश्रय इति अरुचेः आह. Purva Pakshi says, then in that case, that you say Pratyaksha Jnana means it should be Ekadeshasthatvam between Upadhi and Upadheya, means Upahita Chaitanya, of the Vishayavachina Chaitanya, and the Pramanavachina Chaitanya. Sukhakar Vritti, Sukha Jnana. Sukhakar Vritti Avachinna Chaitanya, Tad Jnana Avachinna Chaitanya. They have to be in the same place. And at the same time, then Purvapakshi says, if Ghata and Matha, let's say you put a Ghata where there is no construction that has happened, so it is in open space. So the Desha is same, Ekadeshasthatva. But when Ghata is there, Matha is not there. When Matha is there, let's say you remove Ghata. So Ekakalinatvam is not there. Then Bhinna Kalinayoho Ekadeshasthayoho Ghata Mathayoho. So this much is okay now. Bhedakatva apattihi. Between them there is Bhedakatvam. Between the Akasha, Ghata Akasha and Matha Akasha, according to this definition, will be different because their Kala is different. When Ghata is there, Matha is not there. When Matha is there, Ghata is not there. Therefore, Ghata Akasha, Matha Akasha will become Bhinnam as if. Upadheya abheda samaye upadyoho ekakalatva vivakshayam tu anyonya ashraya. Upadheya abheda samaye. Upadheya means the Upahita Chaitanya. When the Upahita Chaitanya becomes one, Upadhi, they should have Ekakalatvam. Upadhis should be there at the same time. Upadhyoho Ekakalatva Vivakshaya. Tu Anyonya Ashraya. How there is Anyonya Ashraya between them? See second number Tippani. Upadheya Abhed Siddhau Ekkalina Upadhi Dvaya Avacheda Siddhi. Tat Siddhau Upadheya Abheda Siddhi iti Anyonya Ashraya. Second number Tippani, 2 number is not given, but you can understand 1 and 3 are given above and below. So in between, Upadheya Abheda Siddhau, when the Upadheya Abheda takes place, Upadheya Abheda Siddhi takes place, then Ekkalina Upadhi Dvaya Avacheda Siddhi. Then you will say, therefore, when the Upahita Chaitanya are one, Upadheya means Upahita Chaitanya. When Upahita Chaitanya Abheda Siddhi takes place, means when they are one, then you say Upadhidvaya Avacheda Siddhi. Upadhidvaya, Ghata and Matha. upadidvaya avacheda siddhi. They are one. And tat siddhau. So here tat avacheda siddhi means घट avachina akasha, matha avachina akasha, avacheda siddhi. Tat siddhau upadheya abheda siddhi. And when they are done, then you say upahita chaitanya is one. So what is this anyanya ashraya? How do I know that both these objects, they are in the same place at the same time? If both of them are together at the same time, Ghata and Matha, then in that case, it is easy because we say Ghatakasha and Mathakasha are one. And therefore, Ghatavachinna Chaitanya, Mathavachinna Chaitanya is one. See, this Drishtanta, Ghata and Matha, why this has come? Because Sukham and Sukha Jnanam, pay attention here. Sukham and Sukha Jnanam, they both were in the Ekadesha. And therefore, for them, there was no question of Sukhakar Vritti Jnanam to go outside through some Indriya to make it Pratyaksha. This is how this discussion started. If you notice, the whole objective of the vritti to go out and envelop the object, that was required only when they were in the bhinna desha. If you see on page 24 in the Moolam, third line on top, Mathantarvarti ghatavachinna akasho na mathavachinna akashad bhidyate. You see that line?
Yes.
Everybody found? On 24,
Yes, Swamiji.
third line on top in the Moolam. Mathantarvarti akasha, mathantarvarti ghatavachinna akasha, mathavachinna akashat na vidyate. Ghata is there in the matha. So mathavachinna akasha and ghatavachinna akasha are one. Ekadeshasthatvam creates bheda ajanagatvam. And therefore it is pratyaksham. So here what is said in this tippani, upadheya abheda siddhau ekakalina upadidvaya avacheda siddhi. If you can prove that the upadheya have abheda, upahita chaitanya are one, it is possible only when the upadhis are in the samakala. Samadesha is already understood. Their samakalatva is required because now in the lakshana ekakalinatva is given. Therefore, if upadheya abheda siddhi happens, then we can say they are in the samakala. They have ekakalinatvam. When ekakalinatvam is there, then only there is upahita chaitanya abhedatvam. Therefore, there is anyanya ashraya. Is it clear?
Yes, Swamiji.
Everybody?
Yes, Swamiji.
एकदेश, further in the tippani, ekadeshasthatva apekshaya एकदेशस्थत्वे सति एककालीनत्वस्य उपधेय अभेद प्रयोजकत्वे गौरवम् अपि बाधकम् उन्नेयम्। एकदेशस्थत्व अपेक्षया एकदेशस्थत्व सति एककालीनत्वस्य, compared to only this much part, that ekadeshasthatvam will decide pratyakshatvam. They are in ekadesha. Instead of that, ekadeshasthatve sati ekakalinatvam, when this extended lakshana is given, there is gaurava. So ekadeshasthatve sati ekakalinattvasya upadheya abheda prayojakatve. Even though there is gauravam, gauravam api badhakam unneyam. Even if there is gaurava, is badhakam means this lakshana is appropriate. Means ekakalinatvam is required. Why? Because that other thing was added, that smriti. Smriti is not in the samakala. And therefore, not only ekadeshasthatva, but ekakalinatvam is also required. But if you add that, then in case of this ghatakasha, mathakasha, etc., there is anyanya ashraya, therefore there is aruchi. Aruchi means Siddhanti himself is not happy with such lakshana because there is going to be anyanya ashraya. So he gives second option now. Instead of adding ekakalinatvam, see what he says. In the Moolam, Yadi च एकदेशस्थत्व मात्रम उपधेय अभेद प्रयोजकम तदा अहम पूर्वम सुखी इत्यादि स्मृतावतिव्याप्ति वारणाय वर्तमानत्वं विषय विशेषणम देयम्. सिद्धांति says, यदि च एकदेशस्थत्व मात्रम उपधेय अभेद प्रयोजकम. This ekadeshasthatvam alone is the upadeya abheda prayojaka. You remove ekakalinatvam because it gives anyanya ashraya. Then tada aham purvam sukhi ityadi smrutau ativyapti varanaya. Aham purvam sukhi is a smriti. In that, pratyaksha lakshana will go because they have ekadeshasthatvam even though there is no ekakalatvam. So to remove aham purvam sukhi, in that, to remove ativyapti, he says you add another visheshana in the vishaya. Vartamanatvam. Vartamanatvam vishaya visheshanam deyam. So now, ekadeshasthatve sati vartamana vishayat, vartamanatvam. Instead of ekadeshasthatve sati ekakalinatvam, you just say ekadeshasthatve sati vartamanatvam. Means the vishaya should be vartamana, in the presence, in the present tense. It cannot be atita or anagata vishaya. So then, in the ghata matha, if it is vartamana, means if both of them are present right now, then only pratyaksha lakshana will go. and they have to be in ekadesha. So sukha dukha, they are in the same desha where tadakara vritti is there, chaitanya vritti. So ekadesha tattvam is there, vartamanatvam is also there. In smriti, ekadesha tattvam is there, vartamanatvam is not there, ativyapti will not happen. In ekadeshastha ghata and matha, if vartamanatvam is there, lakshana will go. Vartamanatvam is not there, lakshana will not go. So in this way, all problems will be resolved. This gauravam api badhakam unneyam. If the lakshana has gaurava dosha, then that gaurava dosha is also badhaka. In this way you can take gauravam api badhakam unneyam. Unneyam means it should be removed then. If it is a badhaka lakshana, then it should be removed. In this way you should take. See in Tika. Yadi iti upadyoho iti anushajyate. So you have to read this way. Yadi upadyoho ekadeshasthatvam cha upadheya abheda prayojakam. Upadyoho ekadeshasthatvam cha upadheya abheda prayojakam. Not taking into consideration ekakalinatvam. प्रमाण चैतन्यस्य विषय चैतन्य अभेद इति अत्र वर्तमानत्वं विषय विशेषणं देयम्. तथा च स्मर्यमाण सुखादेर अवर्तमानत्वेन न स्मृतावति व्याप्तिरित्यर्थः. प्रमाण चैतन्य and विषय चैतन्य, their अभेद, अभेदे इति अत्र प्रमाण चैतन्य से विषय चैतन्य अभेदे इति अत्र वर्तमानत्वं विषय विशेषणं देयम्. The प्रमाण and विषय both should be वर्तमान. तथा च then in स्मर्यमाण सुखम, which is not वर्तमान, अतिव्याप्ति will not happen. यद्यपि अवर्तमानस्य अनुपाधित्वेन विषयावच्छिन्नेन एव तावतिव्याप्ति निरासः. अवर्तमानस्य अनुपाधित्वेन, what is not present, अवर्तमानस्य अनुपाधित्वेन विषयावच्छिन्नेन एव उक्तौ अतिव्याप्ति निरासः. विषयावच्छिन्नेन एव उक्तौ अतिव्याप्ति निरासः. तथापि विषयस्य उपलक्षणत्व निरास द्वारा, when the विषयस्य उपलक्षणत्व निरास happens, उक्त अतिव्याप्ति निरासाय वर्तमानत्वं विषय विशेषणम् अपेक्षितम् इति ध्येयम्. यद्यपि अवर्तमानस्य अनुपाधित्वेन, what is now Siddhanti is saying something. He says if a thing is not Vartamana, it will not become Upadhi anyway. If somebody thinks like that, actually it is not true. What is not Vartamana can become Upadhi. A Vishaya which is not Vartamana, it still can become Upadhi. Avartamanasya anupadhitvena विषयावच्छिन्नेन एव उक्तौ उक्त अतिव्याप्ति निरासः. If you just say विषयावच्छिन्न, even if you don't say वर्तमान, because a वर्तमान विषय is not upadhi, विषयावच्छिन्नेनेव उक्त अतिव्याप्ति निराश तथापि विषयस्य उपलक्षणत्व निराश द्वारा विषयस्य उपलक्षणत्व उपलक्षणत्व विल बी विषयावच्छिन्न चैतन्य उपलक्षणत्व निराश द्वारा उक्त अतिव्याप्ति निराशाय वर्तमानत्वं विषय विशेषणम अपेक्षितम इति ध्येयम्. So what Siddhanti is saying is this: if the object is not Vartamana, then it will not become Upadhi. So avartamanasya anupadhitvena, and therefore ativyapti nirasa will happen anyway, because we are saying upadhi avachinna chaitanya and upahita avachinna chaitanya have to become one. If upadhi itself is not there, you don't have to worry about upahita chaitanya becoming one with upadhi avachinna chaitanya. So avartamanasya anupadhitve, if it doesn't become upadhi, vishayavacchinnena eva ukta ativyapti nirasa. Ativyapti nirasa will happen. Even if you just say vishayavachinna, if you don't say vartamana vishayavachinna. Tathapi विषयस्य उपलक्षणत्व निराश द्वारा उक्त अतिव्याप्ति निराशाय. Through Vishaya Upalakshana, if Avartamana Vishaya is also taken, because it can become Upadhi, then Ativyapti Nirasaya Vartamanatvam Vishaya Visheshanam Apekshitam. Iti Tyaya. So, this additional Vartamanatvam, even though it need not be required when you just say only when it is actually Upadhi, and Avartaman Vastu will not become Upadhi. But in case of Vishayasya Upalakshanatva Nirasa Dwara Ukta Ativyapti Nirasaya. So when the Ativyapti which is taking place, when you take Vishaya as Upalakshana, so even if something is not Vartamana, if the Lakshana goes there, then to do the Nirasa of that, you have to make Vartamanatvam. So Vartamanatva Visheshanam is required even if in some cases you may feel it is not needed, but in some other cases you will need it. Okay, further. Third number tippani is there, which is on Vartamanatvam Vishaya Visheshanam Deyam. तथा च प्रमाण चैतन्यस्य वर्तमान कालीन विषयावच्छिन्न चैतन्य अभेदः प्रत्यक्ष प्रयोजकः इति फलम्. प्रमाण चैतन्य and वर्तमान कालीन विषय अवच्छिन्न चैतन्य अभेद. Earlier we said only praman chaitanya vishayavachinna chaitanya abheda. Now praman chaitanya and vartamana kalina vishayavachinna chaitanya abheda. So we added another term there. Is the prayojakam. Okay. Now he says, what about dharma dharma? Sitika. Nanu vartamanasya vishaya visheshanatve api धर्माधर्म विषयक शाब्दादि ज्ञाने अतिव्याप्ति ही तयोः वर्तमानत्वात् इति शंकते. If you give वर्तमान विशेषण धर्म अधर्मादि विषयक शाब्दादि ज्ञान शब्द ज्ञानम of dharma dharma which will be vartamanam, in that there will be ativyapti, because dharma dharma is not pratyaksha. So in their shabda jnanam ativyapti will happen. This is the objection. See in Moolam. Nanu evam api swakiya dharma dharmau vartamanau yada शब्दादिना ज्ञायेते तदा तादृश शाब्द ज्ञानादावति व्याप्तिः तत्र धर्मादि अवच्छिन्न तद्वृत्ति अवच्छिन्न चैतन्ययोः एकत्वात् इति. धर्म एंड अधर्म धर्माधर्मौ स्वकीय धर्माधर्मौ वर्तमानौ which is present यदा शब्दादिना ज्ञायते, if the vartaman dharma dharma which become known through shabda pramana. How they have given drishtanta. The drishtanta is given in Hindi translation there. तुम धार्मिक हो, तुम अधार्मिक हो, त्वं धार्मिकः, त्वं अधार्मिकः. In this way, if shabda jnanam takes place, then in that if there is ativyapti, so dharma dharma shabda jnanam is there. In that shabda there should not be pratyaksha lakshanam. टीका एकदेशस्थत्व बोधयितुं स्वकीये इति उक्तम्. Why स्वकीय धर्मा धर्मो is given? Because they are in the ekadesha, where antakarana is there itself. Means not that, see, if it is Devadatta's dharma dharma and Yajnadatta gets the jnanam, that Devadatta is dharmic or adharmic, then jnanam is in Devadatta's jnanam is in Yajnadatta's antakarana, and dharma dharma they are in Devadatta's antakarana. Not like that. Swakiya dharma dharma, one's own. वर्तमानौ यदा शब्दादिना ज्ञायेते. So see in टीका एकदेशस्थत्व बोधयितुं स्वकीय इति उक्तम्. भवान् धार्मिकस् त्वम् अधार्मिकः इत्यादि शब्दः. Here they have given दृष्टान्त. और आदि शब्देन अहम सुकृत अदृष्टवान् सुखित्वात्, अहम दुष्कृत अदृष्टत्वान्, दुष्कृत अदृष्टवान् दुखित्वात् इति अनुमानादिकं ग्राह्यम्. Not only shabda pramana, anumana pramana is also given. When I say I must have done some sukrita adrishta, why? Because I am sukhi now. अहम दुष्कृत अदृष्टवान दुखित्वात् इति अनुमानादिकं ग्राह्यम्. Such anumana etc. we can use. Tatra tatra shabda jnanadau. So in Moolam you see tatra shabda jnanadau धर्मादि अवच्छिन्न तद्वृत्ति अवच्छिन्न चैतन्ययोः एकत्वात् इति चेत् धर्मादि अवच्छिन्न तद्वृत्ति अवच्छिन्न चैतन्य where dharma and its jnana both of them are present. टीका तद्धर्मादि प्रमाण चैतन्यस्य वर्तमान विषयावच्छिन्न चैतन्य अभिन्नत्वम् इति. धर्मादि प्रमाण चैतन्य and वर्तमान विषयावच्छिन्न chaitanya, they become one. So in this, what is the samadhanam? I will tell you samadhanam, simple. Then we will read further. Samadhanam is that Vishaya should be Pratyaksha Yogya also. If a Vishaya is not Pratyaksha Yogya, then just by saying Pratyakshatvam is not enough. Dharma, Adharma are not Pratyaksha Yogya. Because they are not Pratyaksha, therefore we need Veda. If their Pratyaksha would happen, or if their Anumanam can be done, means you can just do this much Anumanam that this must be there. This Punya must be there because he is Sukhi. But really we don't know how much Punya is there, how long it is going to continue, etc. For that, it is Atindriya Vishaya. If it is Atindriya Vishaya, it cannot be called Pratyaksha. So it is not Pratyaksha Yogya itself. So you see, Siddhanti gives the answer. Na. Yogyattvasyapi Vishaya Visheshanatvat. Along with Vartamanatvam, you have to add another Visheshana for Vishaya. Yogyatvam. It should be Pratyaksha Yogya also. See, Moolam we will read. Antakarana Dharmatva Avishesha api. Kinchid Ayogyam. Kinchid Yogyam. Iti atra Phala Bala Kalpyaha Swabhava Eva Sharanam. Antakarana Dharmatva Avisheshaya. Antakarana Dharmatva is same for Dharma, Dharma also, Sukha Dukha also. But Sukha Dukha is Pratyaksha Yogya. Dharma, Dharma is Pratyaksha Ayogya. So Kinchid Ayogyam, Kinchid Yogyam, iti atra Phalabala Kalpyaha. Swabhava Eva Sharana. Because of this Phalabala Kalpana, which is where what will apply, there is no one rule. You have to depend upon their Swabhava. Swabhava Eva Sharana. अन्यथा न्यायमते अपि आत्मधर्मत्व अविशेषात् सुखादिवत् धर्मादेहे अपि प्रत्यक्षत्वापत्तिः दुर्वारा. Sukham is Atma-dharma according to Nyaya.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, Swamiji.
Dharma is Atma-guna according to Nyaya.
Yes, Swamiji.
Yeah. So dharma dharma is also atma guna. Sukha dukha is also atma guna. But sukha dukha is pratyaksha and dharma dharma,
It's not.
they are not pratyaksha. According to Nyaya also, which gunas are not pratyaksha for atma? Dharma, adharma, samskara. Samskara is also not pratyaksha. Jnana, ichha, prayatna, sukha, dukha. All these are jnana, ichha, prayatna, dharma, dharma, samskara, raga, dvesha. So raga, dvesha, etc., they are pratyaksha. Jnana, sukha, ichha, prayatna, they all are pratyaksha. Dharma, dharma, sanskara, they are apratyaksha. So if you say, no, either you have to say all atma gunas, they are pratyaksha or all apratyaksha, so then dharma, dharma also will become pratyaksha. Dharma dehe api pratyakshatva apattihi durvara. Same tika. One number tippani is there on in the tika. Tad dharmadi pramana chaitanyasya. See the tippani. Teshu dharmadishu yani pramanani shabdadini tadavachinna chaitanyam tasya tad dharmadi pramana chaitanyasya वर्तमान धर्मादि विषयावच्छिन्न चैतन्य अभेदो वर्तते इति पुनः प्रत्यक्षत्वापत्ति धर्मादिषु यानि प्रमाणानि शब्द और अनुमिति शब्दादीनि तदवच्छिन्न चैतन्यम तस्य तद धर्मादि प्रमाण चैतन्यस्य वर्तमान धर्मादि विषयावच्छिन्न चैतन्य अभेदो वर्तते तद्धर्मादि प्रमाण चैतन्यस्य वर्तमान धर्मादि विषयावच्छिन्न चैतन्य अभेद. So this tippani says, in the dharma etc., whatever pramana is there, that pramana avachinna chaitanyam and dharma is a vishaya. So tasya tad dharmadi pramana chaitanyasya vartamana dharmadi vishaya avachinna chaitanya abhedo vartate. So if they have ekadesha sthatvam and vartamanatvam, it will become pratyaksha. But so pratyaksha ativyapti will be there. But if you add yogyatvam, then it will not be, because it is not yogya. We'll just read one line in the tika. Pratyakshatva prayojake yogyatvasyapi vishaya visheshanatvat dharmadesha ayogyatvat na ativyaptihi iti pariharati. Pratyakshatva prayojaka yogyatva is also required. Yogyatvasyapi vishaya visheshanatvat dharmadi are not yogya for pratyaksha. Therefore, there is no ativyapti. Yogyatvasya means pratyaksha yogyatvasya. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Kritau Vande Bhagavantau Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Murti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavad Vyapta Dehaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.